Oh, I've let it go cold. Oh, great. Morning, Sven. And away we go. Yes, it does. It's struggling at 375 though, so it's kind of been up there at 375 a couple of times, struggling up that $0.75 area. We've got yield 10 moving up well. We've got expansion 360 is below the VWAP now. It's up quite substantially, but it's below the VWAP, so this really needs to get back above the VWAP. These again, lower price stocks. There's no real big, big movers above kind of $5 or whatever. Hey, Novel. Who's Novel? Hey, Neville. Keeping an eye. The CPI data's out today. You'll probably find a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? You probably get a lot of low volume before the CPI drops. A lot of people will just be staying out. Ooh. Interesting. Why? So Big Bear AI secures a 10-year multiple award, $900 million IDIQ contract with the US Air Force. That could be interesting. Ouch. Well, this is interesting. So big Air Force contract. Huge move up. This could get to kind of $2.50, I reckon. Possibly. Yeah, I will be trading after CPI. I may be trading beforehand if something moves nicely. I could well be trading. And this is, if this breaks $2.50, I could be interested. But wait for the first pullback. Well, second pullback. We got the first pullback here. But this is just breaking news. So let's see what happens. If it breaks 250, I could be very much interested. There we go. And we get the $0.75. That's the question. $2 stock, so you're not looking for like 20, 25, 30 cents at the time. Looking for the $0.75 now, so we got in at 256. If we can get 20 cents, great. Fantastic. What instruments will I be looking at? Just stocks. So I don't trade futures, I don't trade Forex, not trading crypto on this channel. So just stocks. Stocks and shares, equities. That's the instruments I'm looking at. I'm using Dash Trader Pro. I hope you have a great day too, Alistair. See. Yeah, but the thing is that I wouldn't look too much about the technicals, Faz, because fundamentals beat the technicals every day of the week. And we've got the CPI data coming out, so big catalyst like the CPI numbers are going to really push make the technicals irrelevant. So I wouldn't worry too much about support and resistance with the SPY right now, because we've got the we've got the CPI data dropping in 20 minutes, and when that drops, technicals, you forget the technicals. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, I'll take my 700 on that trade as well. There, first candle made a new low. That's when I got out. Alistair, so good stuff. All about base hits. All about base hits, Alistair. You know yourself. That's how I call it, at least. So again, why did BBBY move up so fast and so parabolically? It's got a government contract. Direction of the CPI, I actually think that the numbers are going to come down. I think we'll get a rally. Just me speculating. That's not financial advice. I'm not saying that that's going to be the case. I'll be completely wrong and it goes the opposite direction. So we'll see. I mean, if it's 6.5, it's 6.5 on the nose, I think we'll probably see a sell-off. If it's if it's above 6.5, then we'll see a sell-off. Anything under 6.5, I think we'll see a rally. That's just my opinion. But we've got 18 minutes to go before that happens. So morning, Steve. Morning, Mike. What price would I buy back in on this one? I don't give stocks, and don't follow me blindly, but unless this breaks new highs, I'm not interested now. BBBY, it might come back, and then if it consolidates, comes back to the VWAP, I might be interested for a VWAP bounce and a retest of the $0.50. But right now, the way it's setting up, I'd be waiting for this to break new highs. That's what I'm saying. Well, I don't trade anything below $2 either, so its first pullback was too soon for me. I should have got in maybe a little bit earlier, but I got in for the break of the $0.50 here, and then added to the position for the move back up here. And you know, not a bad start. $700. I might trade micro. Yeah, we'll see. The large caps could well trade something from a large cap perspective. You know what, while that's consolidating, I let my cup of tea go cold, so you don't mind if I just quickly boil the kettle and get a top up on my tea. Everybody watch BBBY. Now, if I was American, I'd just stick it in the microwave. But because I'm British, I'm particular with my tea. Microwaves and tea should not be anywhere near each other. Hey, Kushik. Well, I'm looking at those. Those are decent gappers. I've got yield 10. Expion 360, which is below the VWAP at the moment, but it's a decent catalyst. I've got MMV, which is the multi-metaverse holdings. Probably won't trade this, but I'm keeping it on the watch list just in case. Bed Bath & Beyond for a potential additional continuation on the squeeze. I'm looking at yesterday's big movers, so Biora Therapeutics and Atlas Motors for potential continuation after the bell, because they've held most of the gains from yesterday. AMV was mental. Look at this yesterday. So I made huge amounts on AMV yesterday. It was, quite frankly, it was what got me green, and I had a really good day. Over $40,000 yesterday on in total, and I went $14,000 down, so it was almost $42,000 I did yesterday. But that was largely down to AMV. I did $37,000 on AMV yesterday. How? Well, let's have a look at this on the 5-minute chart from yesterday, shall we? You see here, 11 o'clock, this started to move up, and I got that. It pulled all the way back, and then in power hour, it moved up again. So it was a good $5 move there, and a good $6 move there. So, yeah, AMV, fantastic across the course of the day. I did trade Neon. Obviously, I traded BO. That was the second largest one for me. This inverse head and shoulders was where I got most of this move up here. Got a huge portion of that. I got some of this move up here, and then this inverse head and shoulders, shoulder one, head, shoulder two, then move up. That was great. Then Neon was another one that I got a good return on as well. Very quick move. Let's have a quick look at Neon. Very quick move here into a halt, and as it resumed, so I'll look at this on the 2-minute, so you can see. As this resumed, it moved up again, pulled back, and then once it broke new highs on this candle, that was my entry, and it just happened to coincide with the break of the $0.50, and I rode that all the way up, and that was, and then just got out at the top. So made some really good gains on that one as well, because that was a good $2.5, nearly $3 move, Neon. So that was yesterday. Good finish of the day. 42,000. Well, I say 41,895 was the gross total yesterday. So really good day's gains, and hopefully we can have another day like that today. What was your $12 a share? Were you up there at, are you still holding bags at $17, Alpuno, or you got up there at lost $12 on it when it was up at 17 back in the early part of last week? Anyway, go back to BBAI. That's now. All right, let's take a look at the scanners again. So scanners, BBAI still the top mover at the moment. This music is just nonsense. Let's get rid of it. It's better. Which scanner am I using? So I'm using Benzinga. Benzinga, so the scanners you can see in front of you, so these scanners here, I've got right in front of me. In fact, what I'll do is I'll show you directly. This is what my laptop looks like right now. So I've got all of this here is my laptop. I've got my this is the way I've set my Benzinga workstation up. So I've got my gap scanner, I've got my momentum scanner, I've got my real-time scanner here, which I need to resize this a little bit, but I've got my real-time scanner here, I've got my news, and I've got my signals and alerts there. So that's essentially what I'm doing right now. So what's just happened there? I know what's just happened there. I adjust the settings. I mean, they come out pretty much as standard, but I adjust the settings. I've got some filters in there because I don't like trading. I don't like trading stocks below $2. So I don't like trading stocks below $3. But a particularly volatile stock like BBBY with a good catalyst, as it's got a new government contract award. So my floor is $3. My basement floor is $2. So of late, a lot of the volatility, a lot of the movement has been on these lower cap stocks. So lower price stocks. So I've been trading the $2 to $3 stocks a little bit more than I normally would. My sweet spot is kind of $5 to $35, but I do trade the big caps as well, particularly on days like today when like in 7 minutes, for example, when the CPI data drops. I might just get ready here for Micron. Who was it? Was it Dave that said I was translucent? So there was one guy that was on the that took the day trade with Tony day trading course, and he sent me a fantastic reference video, and he mixed up the only thing wrong with it is he mixed up the words transparent and translucent, and I'm thinking, people can see straight through me, literally. Translucent. But there you go. Yeah, there's no point me trying to hide anything. Like yesterday, $14,000 down before I made that comeback, and it was really easy to make that comeback. It was really easy to lose the $14,000 as well. So just be wary that you've got to manage your risk. Why is my scanner's not doing the right thing here? There we go, that's better. I'm a bit concerned there. My scanners are all a bit skew with. There you go. So that looks like that's just consolidating now. If it breaks over kind of the $0.75 level for 275, so I'm just going to put a quick horizontal here at the high of day, which is currently 283. That could be a gap and go candidate. We've got 3 minutes to the CPI data. Let's. I'm going to put it on micron. Tends to follow the CPI levels. It tends to follow the SPY. Let's have a look at the SPY. Oh, thank you very much, Eric. Really appreciate that. Of course, guys, I am on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and ShareVision simultaneously. So we've got, let's get the S&P 500 news feed out. Not trading anything until after the we get the SPY. Hey Farron, not doing too bad. $700 start to the day. So you know my motto: get green, stay green. Get to go, get out. That's essentially what I'm intending to do today. Although yesterday I almost got to goal. I got to 4,000, gave it all back, and then had to come back later in the day. But what a comeback, if I do say so myself. What a wonderful day it was yesterday. So much. And the thing is, though, it only takes one stock. You've got, if you get on that one, if you're patient, you trade that one stock. That's all it's going to take, and you can get to your goal just trading one symbol. No problem at all, Eric. Well, you know, you're welcome to join the community. Check out the day trade with Tony. Here we go. So looks like we're getting a bit of a rally as the numbers are starting to drop. Icon not moving at all. Yeah. A massive sell. Look at that on the SPY. So the numbers coming out now. Core CPI for the month of December is level. That's why it's sold off. I did think we'd get a bit of a sell-off if it was month over month for December, 0.3 versus the estimate, 0.3. So it's pretty much as estimate. Core CPI year over year for December, 5.7, right in line with the estimate. It was 6 prior, so it's pretty much on point. So the CPI year over year is 6.5 versus 6.5 estimate, so it's pretty much in line. So I did say that if it's in line with, if it's 6.5 or higher, we'll sell off. If it's less than 6.5, we'll rally. But it's exactly 6.5, so we won't sell off too much. I don't think we're going to have a huge move like we've had the last 3-4 quarters. Let's see. Well, the jobless claims are coming out as well now. So jobless claims are coming out as well. So jobless claims, continuing jobless claims, 1.634 million versus 1.7 estimate. And the initial jobless claims, 205,000 versus the 215,000 estimate. So there's less people unemployed, more people in employment, which is not. You'd think that would be good, but it's kind of an inverse factor. That's actually usually the market usually reacts negatively to that. So yeah, that's a bit of a strange one, is that? But we'll see. I didn't stop doing the recap super chip. I've been on vacation. I've not been doing recaps because I've been on vacation. There's a recap on YouTube from yesterday. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond will be selling off in line with the market. A lot of things are selling off right now, so that's in line with the market. Wait for the dust to settle. Give it 5 or 10 minutes. Wait for the dust to settle, and then we'll see what else starts to move. But Super Chip, if you were subscribed to my YouTube channel, you would have got a notification and hit that notification bell. You'd have been alerted when I dropped that trade recap yesterday. Funnily enough, I recorded the trade recap before the market finished, and then AMV went wild in power hour, so I actually went back in and traded some more and did a bit of an update at the end of that, where I got an extra 10k, and then after I dropped that, I traded it again because it went wild again. So yeah, fun and games yesterday on AMV. Joining the community, it's the Discord community that I have. Is the way you get access to that is on the Day Trade with Tony course. Now, if you join the Day Trade with Tony course, of course, you get access to the full course, all the education material, the full reading library, what I use to learn to trade as well. You get mentorship from me. You get access to the Discord, and that's where a lot of the mentorship takes place. If you use TraderView, obviously you can add me as a mentor in TraderView as well, and I'm happy to comment on your actual trades, on the technical aspects of your trades as well. So yeah, that's where it's at. So just check out the links in the description there, Eric. Sorry, in the description, in my link tree. Go into my profile. There's a link that says link tree, the TikTok trader, because that's who I am. I am the TikTok trader. There's a few more people that have started day trading on TikTok since I was doing it last year. But I say live day trading. Most TikTok people just stayed away from actually doing it live on TikTok before I started it. So yeah, check out the link in my profile, and it's a link tree, the TikTok trader, and it's got all my links that the platform I use, the broker that I recommend, the charting tools, the scanners for Benzinga, discount codes if you want to get. I do get a kickback if you do buy Benzinga using that discount code and that link. But it's a win-win, because Benzinga get a customer, you get a better price, and I get a kickback. So the S&P 500 is what I'm looking at right now, Sachin. This is the SPY. This is the SPY. It's an ETF. It's the Spider S&P 500 ETF. So this is tracking the S&P 500 right now. This is what the S&P 500 is doing right now. I don't. If you're asking, do I trade futures? No, I don't. So we're getting a bit of a rally now. Things coming through. Amazon's breaking new highs. Gold has just moved up and breaking new highs. Let's have a look at Amazon. So this is Amazon. We've got Facebook. Had the sell-off, following the market as well, moving up now. No problem at all, Sashi. That's what I'm here for. Look at Bed Bath & Beyond. It sold off with the market, rallying up there now with the market as well. So it's back above the VWAP. Well, it's testing the VWAP right now. What else? Well, this sold off with the market is moving back up again as well. So if it tests that high, be interested. So Micron, exaggerated moves from Micron. Micron's a good one it doesn't have the volume, which is why it's a little bit wary of Micron. It doesn't have huge volume. It's got decent enough volume, but it does track the market as well. Except when it's got its own particular catalyst. So it's got earnings, or it's got news, or analyst ratings, or something like that. Micron, other than those days, Micron will track the market, the S&P 500, fairly well. And it's a bit cheaper than something like Amazon and Facebook and Microsoft, etc. And you can get full leverage on it if you're trading with. Hey, David. All right, back to job at hand. We just broke new highs. I'm looking for the break of $3. So quarter, half, and whole dollars are very psychological levels in trading. So I'm just watching the level 2 here as well, and we've got quite a lot on this. I mean, relatively speaking, the volume on this one today is huge. Big Bear AI is the company, and just to put this into context, on any given day, on average, over the last 3 months, Big Bear AI has traded 110,000 shares per day. That's the average over the last 3 months. Today, it's traded 6.7 million. So on the back of that government contract, if you want to be successful at trading, follow the crowds. Go where the crowds are. You'll get the better reliable breakout. So I'm waiting for this to break $3. It's a key level. It's the quarter, half, and whole dollars are all key levels. So what was previously resistance, where it got stopped at, we're looking for that to act as support now. Resistance and support levels tend to be interchangeable. It's got what's known as market memory. So we're looking for it to bounce on that kind of 285, 286 level, move back up, and then retest $3. You're all wondering what that strange snoring is. If you're regular to this channel, you'll know what that strange snoring is. But if you're not a regular to the channel yet, how dare you, first and foremost? How dare you not be a regular to my channel? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you tap the screen 12 times. That's the rule. You tap the screen 12 times, it just really helps with the algorithm. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. You'd be surprised what good luck comes your way if you smash that thumbs up button. Trust me on this. You know you want to do it. Do it now. Big Bear AI. Oh, we've got the Boyle ETF, the natural gas ETF moved up quite a bit. Yeah, I'm just looking at that. I'm just watching. It needs to break $3 for me. We've got currently now. We've got a high of day, a high of session of 295, and this is way above anything I've seen on this this particular stock in forever. It was back. Hang on a minute. Last year we were up at like $5 back in kind of June. So let's see if there's any key levels here. Yeah, $3 is a key level. $3 was a key resistance level back in July and August. Got up to 440, well 430s back in August. But 375 is going to be a key level as well. So let's see if this continues. Great. If not, we'll see. New high of day. I'll put that there. Just coiling under that new high of day. Tested it 3 times on the 1 minute. Anything else moving momentum wise? AMV looking to go red to green. I did call this out as being on my watch list. I mean, BBAI, so Big Bear AI is currently 235% up on the day. So it's a huge move. Huge move. The question is, where will it go to? So before I get back into this, or if I get back into this, I'm looking for confirmation. So I want to see it break the whole dollar, maybe retest it as support before then moving up for and breaking new highs. AMV's down there, it's below the VWAP. Still of interest. It's over 8. I mean, this was a $2 stock yesterday. It's still over $8. So just put that into context. Iora, again, it's held most of its gains over the last 2 days, but kind of not really. Look at this. We're getting lower highs. I'm just going to draw a quick trend line, quick gray line here. Let's see if we get to that on the 1 minute. Let's see it on the 5 yet. Yeah, so there we go. So it's kind of needs to go green on the day. I'll keep that there just in case. It's going to be one of those days, I think, quite choppy. I think there's going to be quite a bit of volatile movement, but I think it's going to be a very sideways day. Why am I saying that? Why do I think that? Well, let's look at the S&P 500 right now. So this is the SPY ETF, Spider S&P 500 ETF. You can see very choppy, sideways, didn't really do anything. If we look at the Qs, which is the tech stock, the NASDAQ, if you will, very similar kind of pattern. The low float stocks, the low cap index, the iShares Russell index. Again, you've got a bit of volatility there at the CPI drop, but it's very sideways. So I'm thinking that what we want volatility, but we do want it to be trending. If it's sideways, sideways with volatility, you get faked out very easily. It goes one way and doesn't really sustain. You get a lot of inconsistent moves. So we want volatility. We want volatility in a trend. Up or down is good. If it's trending down, we can still find stocks that are counter-trending and moving up. But we need volatility, and also we need volume. So now that we've had the CPI numbers drop, we should be able to get some decent volume. Why is ISUN moving up all of a sudden? Just moved up like 30% in the space of a couple of minutes. 3 minutes. There you go. So ISUN Inc. wins 3 new solar contracts valued at 9.7 million. So that could be of interest. Keep an eye on that one. That's ISUN. This is below what I won't trade this until it's kind of back up around 220. If it breaks new highs, I might be interested. But I don't trade stocks. I'm not saying you can't make money trading the lower priced penny stocks. What I'm saying is it just doesn't fit in with my strategy that I like to trade. You need to find something that you're comfortable with, and I'm not really comfortable trading these. Now, you probably will see me trading some of these penny stocks next week. When I start my small account challenge. So I'm starting the small account challenge next week. I'm starting with $2,000, and we're going to grow that over the course of the probably 3 months or so and see how far we get. We may continue that throughout the year. I'm not going to stop trading my main account because that's my main source of income. But from an education and entertainment point of view, you might find it a little bit more relatable, me trading a small account where I have to be a bit more less aggressive and a bit more on the conscientious on the risk management. So I will still be aggressive because that's just my trading style, but I probably will be more selective with my trades. It's like there's a lot of similarities between playing poker and trading, because of the calculations that you make in your head, versus risk versus reward, very similar to calculating pot odds and the chances of improving your hand. Again, when you've got a nice position, when you've got a nice stack, you've got money in behind, you're more likely to play a little bit more loose and see what you can make with the cards that you're being dealt. Whereas if you're short stacked, you play extremely tight. Same thing in trading. If you've got a small account, you want to be trading tight. You want to be only taking the A+ setups. You can take, with a larger account, you can afford to take, some kind of A- setups, if you will, or B+ setups. But you want to just be taking the odd 1 or 2 trades a day with a small account. No, because it was pretty much on the nose there, Liquid Trader. So the estimate was 6.5. It came in at 6.5. I think any movement was already priced in. Right, son. So we broke the $3. I said I wanted to see this break $3, come back, test it as support, which is what it's doing right now, and then go on and make a new high. So a new high now is 310. So we're coming back to $3 there. Test it as support, then move on to break highs. 309 is the high of day, so we're looking for 310. So we're in this now. We got filled at 312. So again, we want to see it hold $3. So if it breaks $3, I'm just going to get out. Actually, 295 is when I'm going to get out, because that was the previous resistance and subsequently also the support that we've just seen. I'm going to give this 17 cents, whatever it is. So I've got the cushion. I've got the $725 to be able to give this 17 cents. Small accounts, absolutely liquid trading. Very, very super selective. It doesn't matter about trading all day. You take one trade, you get green, get to your goal, and get out. In fact, that's how you should be trading. Trading should be boring. You shouldn't be trading. If you're trading all day, you're more likely to lose money than make money, because you end up over trading. I overtraded yesterday, but I made money. But that's largely down to the fact that there was 2 or 3 stocks went parabolic in the afternoon. Now, you can be lucky when that happens, but in the main, if you're sitting around trying to trade everything and anything and overtrading, you will lose money. You'll get fatigued, your judgment will become suspect, and you'll lose money in the long term. I want it to continue to find that support there, and if it breaks below that support line that I've drawn, I will just exit for a small loss. If it makes new highs now, we can add to the position. Had a great holiday, Will. Press the sell button instead of the buy button. There you go. Not ideal. Still looking for 320 now. I needed it, Will. To be fair, I was going to do some diving, but I never got the opportunity. What with Christmas and everything else, and you know, my fiance's family and stuff, and it just never got the opportunity. So we'll see. Next time I'll do a bit more exploring. I'll do some diving next time. So we're just getting caught into a bit of consolidation right now. This needs to decide which way it's going. It's holding. The good thing is it seems to be holding $3, which is quite bullish. I'm keeping an eye on, because as well, I'm keeping an eye on the S&P500 or the wider markets, simply for the fact that this will be the catalyst is a government contract catalyst, so that's likely to be impacted by the markets as well. 3-4 hours a day is more than enough. In fact, you could probably make your money in an hour. That first hour of the market after the bell, you can probably make your money there in most cases. Is it me? It's extremely warm. I guess I've still got the heating on. That's probably what it is. It's freezing this morning, so I put the heating on. I've still got it on, so I'm getting all of a lather in this sweater. All of a lather. That's an Northern saying. If ever. Oh well, yeah. By the way, yeah, Alistair, congratulations on the Newcastle win the other night. Forgot to mention it. Looks like it's setting, Carabao Cup looks like it could be setting up for a United final. Newcastle United versus Manchester United. That's what the bookies have got for it with that semi-final. But anything can happen. We saw Southampton just beat Man City, so... I don't think too much about them, Jordi Hernandez. I've... bigger fish to fry. No, Bed Bath and Beyond, I think, is very reminiscent of Revlon from last year. So Revlon went down to about $2 last year with the rumours of bankruptcy. They ended up getting acquired, and I think that's what Bed Bath and Beyond are probably hoping for. Maybe Walmart or another big retail giant comes in and buys them out. But Bed Bath & Beyond right now, very similar situation with regards to the financial situation and then getting a little bit of a rally. Currently, Bed Bath & Beyond is over $4, below the VWAP, but it's over $4. So will we get a continuation of that rally? I'm not sure. It is dangerous because they could go bankrupt. If they decide to go bankrupt, then you've got a couple of days that it's going to go mental on the stock exchange, and they will end up getting delisted. I got profitable both long and short on Cavani yesterday. Still waiting for this to get to. Current high of day is 319. I'm looking for 320. I'll give it a look as soon as I get out of this trade. The problem is I can't get out of this trade. I can't put a stop in place and then look at other things right now because stops don't work in pre-market. So I'll get out of this trade in a moment. And then I'll take a look at some of those. Went up to 317 on the ask there. $319 on the ask, 320 on the ask. There we go. That's 320. We're over $1,000 realized now. Just taking half the position off, and if it pulls back, I'll just get out. But we should be good. We've got the $250 here, quarter, half, and whole dollars. I've already mentioned very psychological levels. We've got the $250 here. It looks like it's testing the $250 now. We're over the $250. We're over the $250 with ease. So that's good. Good news. Nice. That's what we like to see. 338, 330. I'm just going to take half of the position off there. I'm going to add back in a moment. If we break new highs, 340 is the new high, so I'll add back for the test of the $0.50. 330 is my stop. Ooh, new high of day, 355. $0.50. We're over the $0.50 now. Just lock in a bit more. Still 5,000 shares on this. High of day right now, 376. Locking in a third of the profits there, the unrealized. We're just shy of $2,500 realized pre-market so far. We've got half an hour to the bell. 340 and I'm out. So my new stop is 340. So I'm just basically 339 is my average cost because I've been averaging up, taking profits. It's not moving with the kind of volatility and velocity that is easy to just buy it and let it wait. So when you start seeing it struggling at a particular price, you just want to lock in some gains, leave a little bit in there for if it continues to move up, but lock in some gains, lock in some profits. Then you move your stop loss up to although I've not got a stop loss, it's a mental stop loss. Move your stop loss up to break even. And it then becomes a free trade. Right now, I want to see this breaking. This can't make new highs. Needs to get over 365. I'm just going to lock in a little bit more there. 2,500 shares here. I'm buying stocks. I'm buying the equities at Jardine. So I'm trading stocks right now. Right, I'm just gonna. This breaks the $0.50 to the downside. I will exit. Hi baby, Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond is just sideways at the minute. I'll take a look at Kavana and Lucid. I've not forgotten. So we'll get a bit of a flag here. So I've got that on the other. Yeah, so I'll let that consolidate. I'm just going to get out here. It broke briefly under the $0.50. So I'll let that consolidate. That's $3,000 locked in. Nice start to the day. Let's take a look at these. I'll keep an eye on that on the other chart. So Lucid. Lucid moving up. So Lucid having a good day, it looks like, it's currently just shy of 6% up on the day. Let me have a quick look. Sure, I just saw Lucid. No. Oh, here it is. I did. On the momentum scanner. So I want to see if there's a particular catalyst that's driving this. Any news? So Lucid Group shares are trading higher after the company reported Q4 and full year 22 vehicle production and delivery results. So Lucid produced 3,493 vehicles in Q4 last year, and they've produced, which is almost half of the entire year's number. So they've produced 7,180 vehicles in FY22. So that exceeded the annual guidance, and that's why Lucid is moving up. So that's news that's just dropped at the top of the hour. So Lucid having a good moment. So enjoy that one there. And someone wanted Carvana, didn't you? So Carvana. We'll take a look at Carvana. So Carvana slightly up, 9% up on the day. I'm not seeing a particular catalyst. Maybe shorts covering. I don't know what's the short interest like. Yeah, it's hugely shorted. So Carvana is 85% short, 86% short. So this could just be a short squeeze. It is. It's what we're looking at. 62.5 million float, 54 million short. So it looks like this is potentially just. I can't guarantee that, but it looks like it's just shorts covering. So we'll find out probably at the end of this week, T+2, when we start seeing the new short interest numbers. If the short interest numbers coming down, and of course this move is you can put it down to the shorts covering. But it looks like that's what Carvana's doing. Jordy, I'm using Dash Trader Pro. So that's the platform. It's with Capital Markets. Capital Markets Elite Group is the broker. They're an offshore broker. So if you're in the US, you can get away. You can have a small account and not be subject to the pattern day trading rule. So that's one of the advantages of Capital Markets. And also with depending on the account that you get, you can get up to 6 times. Well, actually, you can get up to 10 times leverage, but you have to be a qualified professional for that. You can get up to 6 times leverage, which is one of the higher levels in the market. AMC. Let's take a look at AMC. AMC's it's moving up with the market. Quite frankly, it's just moving up with the market. Okay, so that's AMC currently 4.7% up, so almost 5% up on the day. But if you look at AMC, just watch that pattern and then look at the overall market. Very similar pattern. So it's just the movement on AMC is following the market. So I've finished trading live on TikTok in a little over an hour, so 3:30 my time, so that'll be 10:30 market time. I'll cease streaming my trades live, but in the Discord we're still calling out. We've got the trading room in the Discord, and but we'll still be calling out the trades and updates and patterns and breakouts and things in the Discord as well. So that's throughout the day, and not just myself, but the rest of the Day Trade with Tony community. Yeah, well, it's getting a pullback now. Is Big Bear. And you've always got to be wary of that, Maxine. You're absolutely right. So when you've got like 5, 6 green candles in a row on the 5-minute, you've always got to be wary that it's getting a little bit extended. The problem that you want to be looking for is you get that one big candle, and the question that you want to be asking yourself is, what is it going to pull back? How much is it going to pull back by? And what's going to be the continued extension? So, yeah. So right now, over 300% up on the day. Big Bear. AI, 320% up. 318, well, plus change. So the 320% up. We've got a good portion of that. Willy Wonka, it's exactly the same situation as what happened with Revlon last year. So what's happening is you've got a lot of stakeholders that are holding Bed Bath & Beyond. You've got a lot of people that are holding shares because they're betting against it. So they borrow shares to sell, and they go short on it. So that reduces the liquidity in the market, and supply and demand. People buying those shares as well will drive the price up. So when you've got a high short interest, with like on Bed Bath & Beyond, they know they're struggling. That's why a lot of people are short, and they know they're struggling financially. But then you got a big community like the Reddit Wall Street Bets community as well. It's a bit of a media darling in terms of Wall Street Bets. So you've got people buying it, going long on it. It forces the price up because there's a lack of shares in there. The shorts then find themselves underwater. They cover. How do they cover? By buying shares. So that adds to the buying momentum, and that goes. So what they're actually doing is liquidating that position or exiting the short position that they've had. So they've no longer got a position, but the only way they can do that is to buy shares, which adds to the buying momentum, which pushes the price up. And that's what you're seeing right now is that it's a bit of a short squeeze phenomenon. And we saw this a number of times last year with Revlon and a couple of others that were struggling financially. Revlon ended up, they did file for bankruptcy, ended up being acquired by some Indian company, Indian makeup company, I think, cosmetics company. But we're seeing that now with Bed Bath & Beyond. The question that you want to be asking yourself is there a potential suitor for Bed Bath & Beyond? Or also be very careful, because one way that Bed Bath & Beyond could potentially find money to address some of the debt to prevent it going into and filing for bankruptcy is flood the market with another offering. And diluting the shares. So if the price gets above $5, $6, be very careful for another offering coming, because what will happen is they'll hit the market with another offering that'll get bought up, and that money goes straight into the coffers of the company, and they're then able to cover debt or cover operating capital or whatever they need to do with that additional money. But that also the effect that has is it will tank the price. So you could be up there at $5, $6, and they'll hit the market with an offering, and it's back down at $150. So just be careful with the likes. Anything that's struggling for money, they're going to try and raise money however they are. They had their earnings the other day. And one part on the conference call, they were saying that we're exploring all avenues, I think was the word. We're exploring all avenues in terms of raising money and raising funds so they don't have to file for bankruptcy. And one of those avenues, you guaranteed, will be an additional float. Current high of day is 76, so we're looking for the break of that $0.75 level. How many likes do we have on TikTok? Have I got enough to feed the dog? I've got 15 minutes to the open. If we get 3,000 likes on TikTok, I will feed the dog a nice tender duck fillet treat. So let's get a 3,000 likes on TikTok. How many likes do we have on the old YouTube as well? Make sure you tap the screen. If you're watching on TikTok, tap that screen at least 12 times, a dozen times, and we'll see what we can do. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in you guys on YouTube as well. So we've got 14 likes. Come on, if half of you that are watching right now actually hit that thumbs up button for me, we'd have twice as many likes. So come on, guys, just hit that thumbs up button. You know you want to do it now. If you're finding my content of interest, educational, you're learning anything, I'm not asking you to pay me. I'm not asking you for a subscription or anything like that. All I'm asking you is for likes. So just hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. Tap the screen on 12 times on TikTok, and you're just doing me a big favor, okay, guys? The reason I'm saying that, it helps with the algorithm. It shows we've got an engaged stream. It shows we've got an engaged content, and then it will push it out as a suggestion to more people. Not just now as a live stream, but also with the recording as a suggestion for other people that are interested in day trading and stock market content, and that helps me out. So hit that thumbs up button. And you know what will happen when I'll tell you, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen. If you hit that thumbs up button on YouTube, you'll see something amazing. I'm telling you. You know you want to do it. You want to see something amazing. Hit that thumbs up button. Do it now. I'm telling you. So Big Bear is right. Okay, ORMP is now the momentum stock. It's reversal, big sell-off overnight. So we're looking at potential reversal here. Let's have a quick look. Why did it sell off? Was it just bad earnings, or was it the FDA? Look at this on the 15-minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. It was up at $11. It's now under $3. So okay, so Oramed Pharmaceutical announced top-line results from phase 3 trial of the product for the treatment of type 2 diabetes, and it did not meet its primary endpoint. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. With the bioscience stocks, they're extremely volatile and susceptible to a single catalyst, both up and down. So this is why this is it had a diabetes treatment. It failed in its primary phase 3 endpoint study. So it's basically lost 75% of its value overnight on the back of that study. So this is why I don't hold these low cap, low float stocks. This is why I don't hold them overnight, and I very rarely will swing them. And I certainly won't hold them over the weekend, because news like this coming out, and it loses huge amounts. This is like currently 72% down. So it's like 3/4 of its value just wiped off the stock exchange overnight because one of its clinical studies failed its primary endpoints. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to work out a lot of people are going to be hurting. But what you're going to find is a lot of people that were hurting will now look to buy in and add to the position. If they believe in the company, they'll look to buy into the position. So you've got potential for a reversal. There's certain ways you can look for reversals, and certain ways you look for it. Same ways you're looking for stocks that are moving up and they're reaching the peak. You're looking for reversals to go short, or if you're in a position, you're looking for reversals indicators to actually exit your position. Same way here, you're looking for reversal indicators for what's known as a bottom bounce. Is it going to continue to sell off, or is it going to start moving up? So I would say we're getting indications of a potential bottom bounce here. It needs to get over the VWAP. 350 would probably be my level that I've been looking at. 350 will be of interest. Once it's 306 right now. So if it gets over 350, that reversal could be on, and we might get a little bit of a pop and a bottom bounce, or a dead cat bounce even, or even a complete reversal and move up to kind of $5, $6, $7 even. So we have seen that. The question is this 75% drop, 3/4 of its value? Is this an overreaction to that study, or is it a genuinely valued reaction? If you look at this on the daily, you'll see what it has been trading at historically. It's way below its lows. So we're looking at this on the daily. If we're going back over the last 3, 4, 5 months, it's a $5, $6 stock at the lowest. The last time it was down at its lows was back in May, and it was 380s at this level. It double bottomed in May and then moved up. So this is a stock that's been up over $30 a little over a year ago. So is $3, fair market value for Oramed Pharma? I would personally, not financial advice, I think $3 is probably going to get turned on, and we'll see a bit of a bottom bounce here and a move back up. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I'm just a fat bloke on the internet, not a financial advisor, not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Okay, so I wouldn't say it's moving up, David. It's just consolidating. It's got a bit of a range here right now between 350 and 375. So we've got 6 minutes to the open. I'm going to put that on the watch list anyway, just to keep an eye on it. There we go. Miyako, where are you? Come on, let's give you a feed. Let's feed the bear. Say hello, bear. I don't want to give you 2. Here you go. Famous. Oh, you got it. Say hello to Miyako, everybody. This here is Miyako, the black bear. Hello. Out of my way, come on. All right, I'll give you another one because I know it's only a small one. But you have to wait to 5,000. It's another small one, okay? You have to wait to 5,000 for a big one. Okay, so what numbers should we look for on cap size and float size? Thank you. Okay, so it's all about personal preference, Willy Wonka. I prefer to trade stocks, low float stocks. We're looking at stocks that are less than 100 million in the float. I prefer stocks, what I consider micro float stocks. If you're less than 10 million in the float, you get extreme moves of volatility. But so if it's less than 10 million, you can get big moves like 30, 40, 50% and above. If it's less than 100 million, you can still get kind of moves of kind of 10, 20, 30% moves as well. Good moves. terms of price, so this comes in line with the market cap. So in terms of price, my sweet spot is between kind of $5 and $35. I'd like to say Big Bear is $3.50 right now. The problem with something of $3.50 is getting leverage on it if you've got a small account, or nice little flat top here that's forming. So let's current high of day is 76, sorry. So we're looking for 77, 74. I'll put 77. So it's current high of day 76, 376. But it's coiling nicely under that level. So this should break $4 today if it breaks the $0.75 level. So we've got 79 there. So that's why I've entered. I entered at 79. No, I just had a spade there back in December. She got pyometra, so I had to have a spade. I had to have her sterilised. She was really sick. I thought I was going to lose the poor thing. But I personally am certainly not going to make it. I'm not into that kind of thing. I know some people would be, but that's a different conversation. So we've got 2 minutes to the bell. This is pulling back a little bit. But we've got a cushion. We can afford to give this a little bit of wiggle room before the bell. We should. I'll be expecting this to gap and go. It could just sell off heavy, but I would expect this to gap and go at the bell. Maybe a little bit of a dip before it rips up. Current high of day is 85. That's what we're looking for it to break at the bell, which is in 1 minute's time. Give this 20 cents to the downside. We've got 15 seconds. I'm just going to hold this into the bell. Got 15 seconds, 10 seconds for the open. I'm not going to do what I did yesterday and worry about that alert. Break the high of day, which is currently 85. Might sell off. Looking for a dip and rip. Tend to get these quite a lot. A bit of a sell-off at the open when something's really extended before it then moves back up. If you get that, you've got the opening range right now, which is 371 is the high of this candle. So if we can break back over 370, it's a good add point. If it continues to fall, of course, then I will be getting out. Got green, I'm going to stay green. Not got to gold, so I've still got things to trade yet. looking for this move to move back up. Let's see. That first red candle, there's a big spike there. Upward spike. Here it comes. Here we come. That's the pre-market high we need to get over. I'll get back in if it moves back up above 325, 350. I can get rid of that alert. And we can... So let's just wipe out that last move, but we can get more if it this turns where AMV is looking very sharp. Back above the VWAP. What else has moved? I need to change my scanners over before I start doing anything. Okay, so that's my scanners on the regular session. Looking for continuation on AMV from yesterday. Look for a reversal on the dip and rip on Big Bear is a potential. Multi-metaverse is trying to make a move up. The spreads on this are like 10 cents. This is AMV. Atlas Motor Vehicles. This moved up huge amounts yesterday, or over 300%, which is a lot. And you're saying that Big Bear moved 300% as well yesterday, today. So let's see what transpires. It break that pre-market high on Big Bear, then that's going to be of interest. So we're looking at $4 really. We've got an opening range now with AMV. So opening range, we've got a low of 733 and a high of 848. So we're looking at an $8.30. Opening range. Big Bear is starting to make a move up now. Looking for the break of the $0.50 there. I don't normally try and trade two stocks at the same time. It's not usually a good idea. It usually ends in sorrow when you do that. So Big Bear got rejected at the $0.50. What I can do here is put a stop in place, or just get out if it drops any further. I was just going to put a stop in there at 775. It's now 774, 773. So up 770, and I'll move back over to Big Bear. Oh, I did get stopped out. Okay. So I got rejected at the VWAP. Oramed. X-Pawn. Making big moves up. So this is expansion 360 was on the watch list. Over the VWAP. Looking for the break of the $0.50 here. $45, $46, $47, $48, $40. There you go. It's on the ask. We need it on the bid. We're looking for the break on the bid, not the ask. 44 but again. 45 again on the ask. Alright, can we get over the $0.50 on the bid? There we go. Take half off. A 10-cent trailing stop in place. And away we go for the rest. So back to that in a second. Bed Bath & Beyond very sideways but very choppy. AMV. Yeah, I'll probably come back to that in a moment. Let's have a look at X-Pawn. So just got stopped out there. So 255. So made $700 on X-Pawn. So we've got three grand to make up. We'll do that. Not a problem. Bed Bath & Beyond about to make a bit of a breakout. Get over 450. Got rejected at 450 previously. But needs to get over 450. It was rejected 450 pre-market as well. SPY. No, it's not halted. I've not seen any halts actually. Oh yeah, there is. LVOXU. IOB. Not been many halts. So X-Pawn. tight risk here as well. Looking for new highs. For new highs here, 270, 265. So that broke a new low. First candle breaks a new low. We get out. Right, okay, what else is moving? Bed Bath & Beyond break that 450. No, it's still trying to work its way up there. Yeah, that got rejected. So we're getting, what, 10 minutes in, so we should start seeing some of the volatility just subside a little bit. That first 5 minutes is always very volatile. We'll see which direction some of these will go. So let's have a look at the S&P 500. It's gone red on the day after this. So this is where we were when the numbers dropped, the CPI numbers. So we got sideways, choppy, up, down, and now we're down. So this is the S&P 500. The NASDAQ and in fact, all the markets are pretty much the same. Look at the NASDAQ, the Dow Industrial, the Russell Index. They're all red on the day now. That's on short sale restrictions, so I can't short that either. ORMP, so this is a bit of a double bottom type W formation. So if we can get over 280, back over the VWAP, could be of interest. Big Bear selling off. It's below the VWAP right now. Well, let's have a look at AMV. Expon. And hold above the $0.50. We've got some potential moves. What are you trading? How are you faring? Still think Big Bear could come good. I mean, it's 300% up, but it still could come go higher. I think $4, $4.50 is not unrealistic. Yeah, the market's selling off, so that's going to impact a lot of stocks in terms of the direction. Look at the S&P 500. A lot of the smaller, the larger cap stocks are going to do exactly the same thing. So Micron, likes of AMD, Disney, Amazon, Facebook. They're all selling off. That's market influence. They're just following the market. Bed Bath & Beyond also following the market. We found support here. We've a double bottom here. We've got found support here. We have $4 area, $3.95. So let's see if it starts to make its move back up. Breaking lows. So the answer is no. Huge volume on this right now. Well, I don't say that. It's just practice there. Keep your emotions in check, Super Chip. It's just practice. That's all it is. Big Bear. Back above $3. Bits of interest. Back above the VWAP, really. Expont is really the top momentum stock right now. Nothing else jumping out. But we were like this yesterday. There was nothing really moved until probably 11:30. So then AMV just went mental. So we'll keep an eye. MMV is going mental right now, by the way. So keep an eye on this one. Do we get the break of the $0.50? There we go. Looking for the $0.75 break, those pre-market highs. Nice. Lock half of that in. Broke the pre-market highs, by the way. I stopped at $2,000. I'll be getting back in. I just need the break of 4. That's not what I want. This is going mental. Happy days. Okay, I'll put my stop at 4 there. Pulling back. Wait for the pullback. Five there is 406 of the candle that we're on right now, so sometimes you just got to be patient. Patience, there's more money in the waiting than there is in the trading. That's what they say. So just be patient, wait for the setup. I've got to make up 2K. I think Big Bear's ready to make its move up now. Back to that one. Just waiting. The market's selling off big now. But this pullback could be nice if we're just looking for 406, I think is the high of that candle. No. Look for new highs. Looking for add at 420, the break of the $0.25. For the move up. 464 halt level. $69 is the halt level. lock in a little bit more there. Put my stop in place there, a little bit above break even. There we go. So that's another pullback. We're waiting for that pullback, but we're back up over $2,000 on this trade. That candle was 433. Back to that in a second. This is a lower price stock that's moving up very, very well. It sold off quite a bit. It had a big pop up to what kind of almost 230, 225 pre-market. Sold off down to 125, and then it started to make it move back up since the bell. So that's a Kerner Corpse. Now, if you want to check that out, do your own due diligence. It's not a stock pick. I don't do stock picks. It's not financial advice. I don't do financial advice either. I'm just a fat guy with an opinion. So just saw that hitting the real-time scanners. So something that I don't. I use my montage on the platform, Dennis. So limit orders all the time, Eric. Always use limit orders. But Dennis, the dash trader has the halt levels, level up, level down, and level up on the montage on the platform. So I can see it right next to the level 2 on the montage. Not seeing a lot of other stocks moving. I'm expecting at some stage today, I'm going to get my money back on Big Bear, and let's see, AMV. Well, there's a shoulder, there's a head. If we can get the move up and down, and then another shoulder, I want my money back on AMV. So I'm not going to be revenge trading. I'm just saying. I've just got a feeling. I've got a good feeling today. Let's have a look at Agba. I really need the bathroom, so I'm just gonna. Nah, that's halted to the upside, but very low volume. So yeah, Big Bear not really doing much. Not much happening there. X Pond come back down again. Bath and Beyond. An argument for. Yeah, we'll see. MMV. Right, okay. Well, in this lull in activity, I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Anything happened? Like I say, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice, but my thoughts on this is it needs to be over the VWAP. It's got rejected at the VWAP here. It's testing the VWAP again right now. Shoulder, head, I'd be wary if it comes up here around 320s to come back down for another shoulder. So I would say you really wanting this over 345, 350, over 350, and it's will get bullish again. Not to say you can't scalp it in between, but I think yeah, I'm watching that. So I've got so I'll show you quickly what my what I've got on my workstation. Okay, so you can see I've got my YouTube and streaming and chat and things set up there. I've got my, what you can actually see here is my trading station and everything else. So this is all my, so I've got four charts there. Then over here I've got an 8 chart. This is essentially my watch list. And then down here I've got my Benzinga scanners. And that's what I'm working on with every single day. That's how I've set up my trader station. That's what I'm working with every single day. So, I mean, you set up your station how you want, but that's what I'm looking. So I've actually got Big Bear AI on that. I've got AMV, I've got MMV, I've got Bed Bath and Beyond. I've got the S&P 500. I've got all of that on the watch list screen over there. 8 different charts. I could actually have more if I wanted to in terms of a bigger watch list, just by making the chart smaller. But for me, it's more than enough. Yeah, well, I'm a little bit worried about this double top on XPON. The M pattern needs to get back above kind of 270, break new highs. We've not got new, so let me put a little horizontal on here. So it needs to get above this level here. Because you've now got a double top, which is a bear. Tends to, the M pattern is bearish, the W pattern is bullish. So this tends to break downwards. Let's go to AMV. Oh, it didn't get filled. Come on, get me filled. That is shocking. So I want this up at $9. Yeah, I'm watching it. What I'm seeing here is the invert head and shoulders again. This is what's kicked it off yesterday. So we've got one shoulder here, head. We're just coming down for formation. I got in a little bit premature, formation of another shoulder here. So the move back up, we should get the breakout. And you've got a 37-cent average true range as well, which is the volatility. It's like the average size of the candles. That's huge volatility. Spreads are currently between 10 cents, so a 37-cent ATR and a 10-cent spread is more than sufficient for something. If we can get over 8.50, we'll get $9. This candle is 8.14. I want the volume to continue. Don't want the volume to stall. 8.79 is the halt level up. 7.19 the halt level down. Nobody trading this now. There's some decent size orders going through now. It's funny that you see orders going through on the tape that were not on the level 2. $0.40 spread. I don't like that. Ask's moved up, but the bid didn't go with it. So a little bit concerned about that. What between the spreads right now? Looking for $9 on this move. Get $9 on the ask, I'll take it. I don't care what the bid is. But 30-cent spreads right now. 10. Alright, it's ranging. Anywhere between 10 and 40 cents on the spreads. Just be careful with that, guys. Because when the spreads are so big, it stops you actually making money. We're halt level over $9 now, so let's see if we can get into an upwards halt. I like the hammer candles. We do like hammer candles. Hammer candles tend to be bullish. Unless they're red hammer candles, which is... long wick hammer candles can be quite nice. You lost $600 doing what? Right now, pretty much on our buying price, so I can probably get more add to this position right now. I know. Oh. 12-cent spread. Yeah, not looking at the spreads can get you into a lot of bother. Watch the spreads. They're as important as the price action. Because you're watching the candle moving up and down, and it moves up, but if it moves up, the candle will move up with the ask. And if it doesn't move with the bid, you think you're selling at 8.70 and the bid's only at 8.20 and your buy-in's 8.32. You've lost money, even though the price action's moved up to 8.70. You moved up to like 50, 60 cents. If the bid hasn't gone with it, if the spreads haven't narrowed with it, you're going to struggle. And just be patient. Not everything has to come at once. You know, manage your risk. You do not want to be putting your account on the line. So when I say be patient, what I don't mean is give your trade as much room as it wants, because you could lose. Just know what before you get into a trade, have your max loss on that trade mapped out. What is it? Look at what the spreads are. Look at what the average true range is. Look at what you're prepared to risk on that trade. And if it gets to the level where you're reaching your max loss, get out. You can always get back in later, but if it goes beyond your max loss, then you're going to lose money. So just manage your risk at all times. Have a plan in place. Yeah, don't trade big size. If you've got emotions are running wild with you, then you're trading too big. Realistically, trading should be boring. You don't need to be trading big. In reality, you don't need to be trading big. You don't need to be making $5,000-6,000 per trade, $5,000-6,000 per day. I've got a target because I've spent a lot of time getting to the level that I'm at, and my results are not the typical results. You should be targeting yourself on like a couple of $100 a day. Realistically, you think about that. If you can get $500 a day on average across the course of a year, that's a six-figure income. That right there, you can give up your job. That's just on $500 a day. And you don't want to be jumping in and saying, okay, I'm going to do $500 a day right now. You build up to it. Start off $50 a day. Do that for a couple of weeks. If you manage to get consistently averaging $50 or more, then move up. Increase your threshold, increase your size. Go to $100 a day, then $200 a day. Set yourself personal goals. Break it down into bite-sized chunks. Scale up. I mean, a lot of people get into trading because quite frankly, they're just degenerate gamblers, and they love the thrill, they love the adrenaline rush, they love the thrill. So they trade big size. They're trading, 80-90% of their equity position in every single trade, and that's not the way to trade. That's not a good way to trade. Ah, come on, spreads. You're playing silly game. We're moving up on the price action, not down, and the bids are going down and the asks going up. That's just ridiculous. 30-cent spreads now. I don't like this. I don't like this stock right now. The spreads weren't this wide yesterday when I traded it. This went up, what, $9 yesterday in total, from a $2 stock to an $11 stock. And the spreads were never 40 cents at any point. Well, you don't. You can trade with one share if you want, but what's your gains going to be? If you trade one share and you're looking for, and if you're getting commissions on your transactions, then you're going to struggle to make money. But yeah, I mean, 100 shares is probably the minimum I would suggest in terms of lot size, depending on the price of the actual stock. If you're talking about high and mid cap stocks, then 100 shares you need a bigger account to do that. So stick with the lower and lower price stocks, and you can get more than, and if you're doing leverage as well, if you get leverage as well, you can get more than 100 shares. That's fine. That's one shoulder. There's your head. There's the other shoulder. So I'm looking for this to now get a breakout, move up. Still looking for $9 on this. Yeah, it can be. It depends if it's if you on your broker. So if you're paying commissions per transaction, per ticket, then it depends on like you say, per ticket. If you're paying commissions per share, then it's not too bad. If you've got 0 commissions, then that's even better. Right, the spreads are narrowing a little bit. It's 8 cents now. Contemplating just exiting this this position at first next profit that I get. Next time I'm in profit, but I don't want to miss this move up. Yeah, so hi there. That's typically what I would trade with. I would start between 2.5 and 5,000. I'd go up to probably 15, maybe 20,000. If I go in big size, I might go up to kind of 40, 50,000 shares. That's what I would class as big size. Anything over between 25 and 50,000 shares is what I consider big size. I don't tend to trade much more than 50,000 shares at a time. I just get a little. That's when I get nervous, because 50,000 shares, if it moves 10 cents, you've lost 5 grand straight away. And it's not difficult for a stock to move 10 cents in a single swing. So 5,000 shares tends to be where I'm comfortable trading with. Between lots of kind of 2.5 to 10,000 shares. That's what I'm comfortable trading at. Even if I've got a large account, I tend to still stick with that kind of lot sizes. Well, I have got a large account at the moment, but those still tend to be the lot sizes I stick with. Kind of a cup and handle formation on Big Bear. I'm not the most patient man, I've got to be honest, which is probably the biggest problem I have in trading is my lack of patience. I probably would lose less if I was a little bit more patient, in terms of entries, and also in terms of letting the stock play out when I know it's bullish. Patience has never been my strongest point from a professional point of view. All right, do we get the breakout now at 850? If it's over 850, I think we'll go to $9. $0.15 spreads. Microsoft breaking highs. The markets have gone green again on the day. Microsoft breaking big highs. Microsoft now testing 240, 239, 240. Yeah, it is a bad quality to have as a day trader. I might actually just add to this position. A little bit of a flag formation here. Looking for the breakout. The upside. This could work out very badly for me, or it could go very well for me. Looking at the VWAP as my cutoff point. It's bounced on the VWAP, what, 5 times now. Just adhering to the VWAP fairly well. Don't trade Forex. Don't trade Forex, Talitech. For me, I mean, I'm not trying to pour shade on any other traders or anything, but for me, Forex is a mug's game. It's more akin to gambling than putting money on the horses. That's just my opinion. I'm just a fat bloke on the internet, so that's just something that I believe. Forex for me is just not a viable option. So the volume's dying out, which is not a good sign. And these lower highs, the candles are getting smaller. Lower highs, smaller candles, a little bit of a worry. Suggests a potential breakdown. So next time I'm in profits, I'm just going to take some profits. If I get in profit. Looking for this bounce on the VWAP again. Move back up. Got the VWAP, we've got the 8 EMA, we've got the 9 and 20 EMAs. There's a lot of confluence of support at these levels. MMV's moving back up, testing $4 now, 380, 389. I'm having vision going blurred again. Yeah, not a lot of volume on MMV. It's not, the volume seems to have died out a little bit. We've got 10 minutes left of the stream anyway. So if we don't get a reversal here on the $0.75, I will be getting out. That's 22. My average cost is 24. 22 on the ask right now. Patience can be deadly or it can be phenomenal. Depends on how the price action goes for you, I guess. Yeah, I would agree with you there, Eric. I would totally agree with you there. I think MMV above 4 could move back up again and get test 430, 440. This doesn't look favorable for me. This one. Just going to put my stop at a new low, 777. Looking at a quick look at MMV. MMV is testing $4 here. We're getting a bit of a flat top formation here. $4 at 395. So $4 is the key level. Breaks $4 could be of interest again. Just going back to AMV. Question is, did we get the the breakout. I mean, it's a nice little flag formation, flag setup, but we've still not got the breakout. Will this move up now? So we've had the 5 minute. Ideally, we want to see this above 837. We get it above 837, it probably will get above 850, and then we're at the races. Just waiting though. That's it. So MMV got rejected at $4. Well, MMV got rejected at $4. Would still make that move up. Bed Bath and Beyond pulling back. Expon. See, this is what I was worried about. The double top there is typically very bearish, and it's sold off, and that's what I was always worried about. This could be a double bottom here. There's an argument for say this could be a double bottom, and this could move back up, but I wouldn't touch it unless it breaks past 325. So that's my take on the world. So I'm just going to continue trading this. If you want to learn how to trade, come join us in the Day Trade with Tony community. Check out the link in the description for Day Trade with Tony. I'm happy to teach you how to trade. I'm happy to mentor you, give you some pointers. I don't advise, certainly for beginners, to trade as aggressive as I do. I do have a large account, so I've got funds in behind. I made over $1 million last year, so for me to lose 5, 10, 15K, it's not as big an issue as if you put 10, 15K in and lose it and blow up your account. It's not a big deal for me to lose 15K over the grand scheme of things, because I can make that back in a day, on a good day. So, but don't trade as aggressive as I do. My results are not normal results when it comes to day trading. Most people lose money. Oh, I thought we might get the break of the $0.50 there. Back up to 850. Let's have the breakout here. We need more volume, is essentially what's missing at the moment. Best of, what's the highs here? So we're looking at 844, 845, 850 is the level we want to get past. 830 on the ask. Got a 10-cent spread right now. We actually did get a little bit of a 5-minute breakout, but is it going to be a fake out or a breakout? Y10 looks cooked. It's below the VWAP. Ed, I would say it got rejected at the VWAP just after the open, so it needs to get over 330. VWAP's around 330. It needs to get over that. Like this needs to get over 850. There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Back in the green. We're going to get a new high of day. There's your new high of day. There we go. Can we get $9? I did say I was looking for $9. We get $9. $8.90. I'll just take half of that off. I'm still holding this. Below 850, I'm out. So I'll be back in the green on AMV. I've got my money back on AMV. So nice way to finish the stream. Back in the green. So I've got $600 to the good on AMV. I'm going to get my money back on Big Bear later in the day when it does reverse. But I said we'd get $9. I didn't quite get $9, but I took my profits anyway. So that was just a case of patience. That was just a lesson in patience. So we're finishing the stream 2,000 in the green, just holding that position, waiting. I'll be back at it on Thursday. We're back at it tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. That's when I start my stream. That's 8 a.m. market time. That's 1 p.m. Here in Ireland, at the same time in the UK. If you're anywhere else, you know, look up what your time zone is at those times. So 8 a.m. East Coast or New York, 1 p.m. London or Dublin. So I'll see you in tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. If you're looking for my results, for those of you in the day trade with Tony community, you'll get regular updates across the course of the day. For those of you who want to know how I do across the course of the day, I'll be dropping a trade recap video probably after hours later today on YouTube. So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Hustle with Tony, Day Trade with Tony, on the YouTube channel, and you'll get notified when I drop that video, and you'll be able to see that. And also go check out some of the playlists there as well. Have a great day, everybody. I'm finishing green. I'm staying green. Okay, take care.